Hi there. Today's topic, spiritual practice is most important part of spiritual journey. Spiritual path takes us into the still mind, unconditioned mind, direct experience without any mental concepts. No one can go on this journey with us. It is all based on direct experience, nothing but direct experience. So, spiritual practice is everything. I used to indulge for decades in reading spiritual texts, listening to spiritual readings, following all different spiritual traditions. I enjoyed it. I was indulging myself in all these different mental concepts about spirituality. And it wasn't until the summer before last that I started real spiritual practice. I set it as my goal to get enlightened. And I started practicing. It wasn't easy. I was looking everywhere to find some instructions to how to practice, how to actually do this practice in everyday life, what to do exactly. And I went through all these different spiritual traditions, all these people who actually did get enlightened, but had different approaches as to spiritual journey, how to get there, spiritual practice, different practices. It took me a while to find some instructions that actually corresponded to my practice, to my actual experience. And then I settled in for that. And then, only then, did I start experiencing some progress on my spiritual journey. My spiritual practice became fruitful. And it started pulling me in more and more. I finally started to really understand what some enlightened people were talking about. All these, you're not your body, you're not your thoughts, and so on. I did, in the past I read it and I heard it so many times and it sounded okay. I was absolutely okay with it. I thought I understood it, but it wasn't. Till I reached the still part of the mind myself and experienced this all-pervading presence of the still mind that had nothing to do with the body, nothing to do with the so-called outside world. Space-like, luminous. It wasn't until then that I actually really got it and really could relate to what they were talking about. So everyone can just talk about their own spiritual journey. We can share experiences from our own spiritual journeys, but this does not relate 100% to your spiritual journey, the way you are going to set yourself on your path, the way you're going to make progress or not. It is useful, yes, it is useful. But at a certain point, you have to drop all the mental concepts. Also, all the mental concepts about spirituality, about enlightenment, about spiritual progress and so on, everything. And then it's not really helpful anymore. So don't overindulge in mental concepts, regardless whether they are about spirituality or not, enlightenment or not. Just practice silence. At the start, maybe find some instructions that are corresponding to your practice, that are helpful to your practice. Follow those instructions in a way of how to face thoughts directly when they come and break the chain of thoughts. Once you step into them, they will disintegrate back into the space, back into the still mind. And you do that again and again regularly. And then you extend these periods of residing in still mind more and more till one day it will become your habitual residence. Your default mode will be the still mind. Whether you're closing your eyes or whether your eyes are open, the still mind will be your home. Practice, practice. Persevere. It is so rewarding beyond any imagination on a physical level. And don't overindulge in spiritual concepts. When the time comes, be bold and drop them. And then all is one. Everything is this empty space. So when you do read something about spiritual path, spiritual journey, or listen to people talking about it, try to listen or read all that from the still mind, from resting in the still mind, where all is open, where all is one. That way you will get the most benefit out of it. And we'll all end up there, where we are, where we have been all this time. We just didn't know it. Take care.